Hey, what's up guys? It's time for another Alliance War battle. I did this one a little bit differently. I was not able to record my battle live this time. However, this kind of gives me a chance to show you guys how we're doing with my new Alliance AW Kings. We had a fantastic win today. Super excited about it. We'll kind of take a look at some of our attacks here. Really well all across the board. Granted, we had a bit of an advantage over this alliance. We were ranked a little bit stronger than them. However, I'll go ahead and hit play on my first battle on their top guy. We're growing quickly. We're at 19 right now. Hopefully we'll have our 20th in a minute. I'm sure by the time I upload this video, we'll have a couple more. But we'll watch my replay of Sean Great. I'm assuming that's how he likes his name. His name is supposed to be. One of the other guys on my group tried this attack, and I won't embarrass him by showing that replay. He had everything down except for essentially the drop at the very beginning, and that's pretty important because you want to be sure to get your all of your units out as quickly as you possibly can and get that care package working on them really quickly, because if you don't, you know, all these units on the top left portion of the screen, which is where he made his drop, will take out your AGRs and your SAMs, ASAMs, and if that happens, that kind of ruins your attack. I mean, you don't have the ground units going, and if your ASAMs get picked off, then you know you're pretty much donezo. You might still be able to finish off with the Dragon Fires if you use your skills fast enough, but you know, it makes everything a lot different. So in the first 10 seconds of my attack, I've got all of my ground troops and my care package dropped, and immediately, before I'm even looking at anything, I'm already using my next heroes. Usually I'll drop both heroes right after the care package goes so I can switch between them a little bit quicker. Don't always do that, but that usually helps speed things up a little bit. Whenever I'm using the launcher or lightning strike or anything else, again, I'm not really watching my screen to see where they're hitting. I'm just assuming, you know, hey, I know where I tapped. I'm going to assume that it's going to hit there, and I'm going to switch to my next hero as quickly as I can. Because again, it's really all about speed here. And I should have zoomed out a little bit to show you guys what I was doing there. I had basically used my gunship to take out the communication center, and then I used some of the 25mm cannon on the bunker on the right. And then I finished up with the EMP artillery on the ASAM on the left, or the SAM turret on the left, and then one on the right for my second set of Dragon Fires. And that mine took me out pretty good down there. Those were only level 9 Dragon Fires this time. I didn't have the 10s. I don't think it made that big of a difference, but they were a little bit slower in taking out those units, so I did have to use a third EMP artillery there. But that's okay. I still finished this guy off with quite a bit of time left, and I'll go ahead and speed it up real quick. And that's about it, guys. Just like my previous attacks, really nothing has changed. And again, you can kind of see the consistency here. I'm not losing. This method works, and it works really well. The key is practicing it, and really the key is just speed. And already having it in your head, you know, from start to finish, what you're gonna do. Because if you're just kind of trying to make it up as you go, you'll end up using a whole lot more skill points and a whole lot more time. If you just plan everything out ahead of time, that's when you're successful. And I know not every time does, you know, everything. Sometimes things can go wrong, but for the most part, you should have your entire attack planned out before you make it. And that's really the key. And doing this is being consistent and practicing it and being fast with it, and then it just becomes a second nature to you. You can do it every time. That'll be it for this video, guys. I will see y'all on the next.